Sutherland. I'm one of the educators here at the Peabody Museum. And I'm here today to show you our craft for the summer solstice event, which is called a sun streamer. So when you're finished, your sun streamer will look like this. With some nice streamers at the end, a little handle, and you can fly it through the air. Makes a nice sound. You can grab onto the handle. So, when you are at the sun streamer table, aside from creating new craft supplies if necessary and answering any questions, your role is also to help parents have a shared experience with their children. So there's a couple different ways that you can do that, and I'll highlight those when I'm explaining about the directions. But first, I want to show you what materials will be out on the table. So people will have access to several different things. The body of the sun streamer here has the Aztec sunstone on it, and it comes in yellow and orange. People can decide which color they'd like. We also have colored pencils and crayons that people can use to either color in the sunstone, they can create a design here on the sides, or they can flip it over and create their own design on the other side. We also have 4 different colors of streamers that people can attach to the bottom. We have the glue sticks to help with that, and we have string that's used to create the handle. You, as our facilitator, will have access to tape and scissors. Now there's 2 different reasons why we're going to have you hold on to the tape and the scissors. One of which is so that you don't lose track of them if you need to cut more supplies, and the other is that the tape is pretty expensive, so we want to make sure that we're conserving the amounts of tape, and you can break off certain pieces and hand them to people as we go through. But we don't want to overuse the tape and take a giant piece that kids might do sometimes. So when people come up to your table, they will see stacks of yellow and orange sun streamers, and they can pick which color they want. You can invite them to color in the streamers, the sun streamers, and you can then invite the parents, when they're finished coloring it in, invite the parents to take the streamer and put a little piece of glue. You can give the glue stick to the child. So they'll take a little piece of glue, they'll glue it on the end here. And then the parents can help the child attach the other side here. And as the parent holds it, the child can push down on the glue to decide how thick or thin they would like the sun streamer to be. Now sometimes the cardstock doesn't want to hold, so this is where you might come in with the tape. Hand the child a piece of tape. You can put it right here on the edge, tape it over. You can give them a second piece. Put it right on the other end here. So once it's colored in and it's in its tube shape, people can then decide how many and what color streamers they'd like to use. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. If you pick the color of streamer that you want, you can invite the parents to hold down on the streamer while the child takes the glue and puts some glue on it. But what you might run into is that a lot of children might do it too quickly, they might do it too hard, and it might rip the streamer. So if you're finding that that's the case, you can suggest that people take their glue stick and they glue right on the inside here. Then the parents can hold the tube while the children attach their streamer. So when they're finished, it hangs down just like this. So they can pick a couple of different colors. We'll put on 2 just to show you what they look like. This shiny streamers will make noise when it flies through the air, so that might be a good selling point for the kids. So you can attach it right here on the inside. Once you have the streamers on, the last step is to grab the string. Now, the string is already cut up into some pieces that are about 1 foot long. So these are for if you are having a lot of people at your table, you're in a rush, and you can't sit with every single child, which is understandable. So if you do have the time, you can take this ball of string and you can show people that they can decide however long they want to make their piece of string. So I would not recommend going less than about a foot because they won't be able to get their hands underneath the string. But if you go too long, then people will have trouble, they'll have trouble getting their hands around it. So, this will already be set out for you, so you won't have that problem. Now, take the end here. Kids can decide how long they want it. I would not do anything that is too much shorter than about this length right here. But you can go longer if you'd like. So once you cut the string for the child, you can give them 2 pieces of tape. One piece will go on each end, and the parent can hold the 2 while the child takes one end of each string and places it on either side of the inside of the streamer. So you want to make sure it's at the top, so it hangs nicely just like this, and you can fly it through the air, and you've made yourself a sun streamer.